Hi, welcome back. Today I will be reacting to Stranger Things episode 6. Let's go. I always love how this show starts exactly where it left off. So this part makes me nervous. Because I'm like, Dustin just told him not to touch the globe thing, the energy thing. And we just know that Nancy just shot it. So what's gonna happen?
Maybe you missed?
I don't think you missed. I think you made it really angry, whatever that is. That's crazy.
Maybe we should,
I think that's kind of like the security alarm. If you touch it, Vecna's gonna know. If you shoot it, yeah, Vecna's definitely gonna know.
Dustin is in danger.
Danger? What kind of danger?
I think that's really cool that that guy really cares for Dustin. So he may not care for somebody knocking on his door at 5 in the morning, but he cares for Dustin enough to do something about it.
Vecna didn't make it.
Vecna didn't make it? So then that means that that explosion that just happened might alert someone else or something else that is not Vecna?
Another.
if the bridge collapses?
It will take us with it. All of us.
I guess by all of us, he's referring to because of the fact that they are in the upside down, right? They are in the bridge and the bridge just got broken. So his theory is that everybody's gonna go into that hole, right? So he's right. That kind of looked like space, like on the other side of the wall, like exactly like he said. It's like a tunnel connecting two worlds, and they were in the middle that whole time. We definitely know that Max and Holly are safe in the cave, right? Because they have always been saved in the cave. But now that the upside down is getting destroyed, I mean, that's Vecna's home, right? So how is that going to affect him? Like, is he gonna want to... Oh my goodness, not just him, but all the kids are inside there as well. So they not only have to escape out of there, Vecna's not gonna have a home. So what is he gonna do? They also have to rescue all the kids, 12 kids, out of the upside down. Okay. Good luck with that.
If you don't come back with me right now, I will have no choice but to hurt Max.
Wait a minute. Max is in the hospital. Vecna's in the upside down that is getting destroyed. Or do we know that? Maybe we don't. I don't know, because all of this is happening in Vecna's mind, right?
Or you can watch your new friend die. Her life is in your hands.
Well, like, no pressure at all, Holly. Her life is in your hands. I'm sure he's gonna come up with a way that we haven't thought about, or that we haven't seen, unless he can find his way into the hospital. The second option was gonna be, or he walks into the cave, but he's walking away. He's not going inside the cave. For whatever reason, that's too scary for him, right?
You are going to be my spy.
No, don't do that to Will again. So what I guess is gonna happen is that he's gonna turn into smoke, right? Or something like that. Like he did when he was a little kid. And go inside him. Poor Will.
The more you persist, the more this will hurt.
Will, you have powers. Find your power and free yourself. So when Will was Vecna's spy, he was actually physically walking around, right? But in this case, Vecna needs him to go in his mind and get Max and Holly out of the cave. So I guess Will be asleep the whole time, but in a way he could also try to, Will wake up in real life and maybe try to go and hurt Max in the hospital. Oh, I hope not.
Unless you know somebody else with psychic powers who's able to remotely infiltrate Vecna's mind.
Wait until you find out who it actually was. So that's gonna make it a bit trickier too, because somehow Vecna's gonna use Will, but I'm more thinking now that it could be at the hospital physically, right? Rather than coming into the cave in their minds and saying, hey, that was actually me in Vecna's mind. Trust me, I know the way out.
I don't think Henry was bluffing when he said there's another way to get to you. We have to find a way out of here.
I like that those two girls have really strong personalities. They just make a good couple, you know, to work with.
How long's he been like this?
A few hours.
Those eyes are kind of like spy movements. Very sketchy movement, eh? It's good that 11 is here. I mean, she might be the way the Will can escape, you know, being a spy for who knows how long. Or however that's gonna work, you know, I don't know. If he's gonna go physically to hurt Max, 11 can follow him and stop him from hurting anyone or something, right? Hopefully she'll be able to detect that it is Vecna doing something through him and not just Will's craziness. I mean, technically, that should be pretty close to where Jonathan and Nancy were, right? Because they were just almost right below that floating thing. These guys are getting kind of mummified or something, right? And kind of like the guys that were here before them that I thought were zombies that could wake up any minute. That's what's happening to them. They need to get moving. That's really scary. Like a whole room that is filling up with wax after you've seen, you know, those dead guys as you were getting into this house. That's pretty terrifying. Now, one thing I would do, I mean, one, you don't know what's on the other side of the door, right? Two, you clearly can open the door. So what chances do you have? I would try to stand on the table there or the desk in the middle of the room. And at least you have that much clearance, you know, before the wax actually gets to you. I must admit this part is really exciting because we know Elle is just about to go into that dark world where she connects through people with her mind, and she's got to save Will, right? She's got to help Will.
So you are the expert on Elle, huh? You known her for what, like a day and a half?
Why is he being a jerk with her, you know? Like, I mean, just believe what she's saying. I mean, we know it's true, right? Hopper may not know it's true, although 11 told him already, right? That they're sisters. And why would she make that up? Just be nice to her.
Killing Henry won't end this.
What the hell does that mean?
Hopper knows what it means, right? We definitely know what it means. The lab people want to create more people with powers. So to end everything, everybody that has powers has to come to an end.
I'm here to make sure that this never happens again.
Now that was a little bit strange because, I mean, she's there to make sure it doesn't happen again. So does that mean she's willing to kill everyone that has powers, including 11 and herself?
The tank.
Yeah, it'll take a while to set up, but I figure you gotta recharge your battery anyway.
Well, we definitely know it has worked in the past, right? Make the tank full of salt, let her lay down and find whatever she needs to find.
Okay, Max. Time to come home.
We were waiting for this music since last episode. It's about time, Lucas. This is really getting creepy here. I'm not sure if you noticed me jump just now. This whole house melting is really, really creepy. I never thought of something like that as a nightmare, you know? I guess the thing closest to it would be a fire in a house. But a house full of wax that is filling up and walls and floors are breaking so you can fall into the wax? I don't think so.
Watch out!
Dad, you don't know what's on the other side of the door. I mean, it could be a heck of a lot more wax, right? That is just about to come in like that. It could be the way out. You don't know until you know. This is definitely creepier than Vecna and all his thoughts and his tentacly things and, you know, magic tricks and whatnot. This is the scariest part right here.
My idea for him to go in there.
It's kind of sad that, I mean, she's kind of feeling like it's her fault, but at the same time she's explaining why she felt like he had to do what she sent him to do, right? To invade Vecna's mind and to try to kill him. Just like you said, you know, after everything he's done, you know, that doesn't seem like it would hurt him, but You don't know what Vecna can do. At the same time, with Will, I feel like we haven't seen everything. And now some people say, including, or maybe that's Will that is saying it, that he's borrowing power from Vecna. And even Vecna said it himself. But I think there's something more. I think maybe somehow Vecna has lost some of his power and he's not aware of it. But it has passed down to Will somehow, right?
It's not on you, Joyce.
Hopper is right in the sense that Will wanted his mom to trust him. And that's what mom is doing. I mean, yes, it was her idea to go into Vecna's mind again, but it was just out of trust. The trust the Will requested from her.
With my blood, they can make more monsters. They can make more Henrys.
I'm kind of surprised that she actually decided to tell Mike about it, but at the same time it seems fair, right? One, Mike asked, and two, it is in Eleven's mind, and it is important for people to know, I suppose, what is going on and what could be the possible outcomes, moving forward to stop the new lab from making new numbers. I mean, that part was scary, but at the same time, that's what we were hoping for, right? Something different. I didn't think it was gonna be found this way, but this works just fine.
Getting high.
You are going through withdrawal. You have the wrong idea.
Getting high? Where are you getting your ideas from, Vicky?
No! Please, if you go on there, you're gonna die, and I can't deal with it again.
I think that's really cool and sad at the same time, because Dustin lost a really good friend. He's got the trauma, of it still hurts. He's still dealing with that loss in his life. But I think Steve is realizing just now, Eddie wasn't his only best friend. I am also his best friend. It kind of looks like it, right? Like he's just thinking, Dustin actually cares for me and he's protecting me right now. I love that. That's really cool. And as we see, Dustin just saved his life. That would have been Steve going down with the ladder all the way down.
They're not coming.
Don't say that.
When Nancy and Jonathan were kind of like walking around the room and towards the door with a little bit of wax, it was already really difficult to walk. Now there's so much more wax. You couldn't even risk walking through and where would you go anyway, right? There's nowhere. Someone has to come from the top and throw a rope at you or something.
I never read Slaughterhouse-5. I just read the Cliff Notes and pretended I liked it.
This will be a good opportunity to propose, right? I think so. You don't know how long you're gonna live. And here you're sharing with your partner the truth about everything. The things you like, the things you don't like.
Our shared trauma.
Yeah. How could anyone else possibly understand?
We've gone through this topic before of the shared trauma, right? And I just find it interesting that they bring it up again, the same topic. And we just saw it a moment ago with Dustin and Steve. That's exactly what it is, shared trauma. And the way it links and bonds people together. Wait a second. Why did they just drop that ring? It didn't sound like they actually dropped it on the table, so that means the wax is already hard? Now whatever you do now, do not shoot that sphere again. I didn't think this would be the way out. I knew they weren't gonna die right here, but I thought somebody was gonna show up at some point. Most likely Steve and Dustin. But I never thought of this, the wax just hardens from time to time. So solid you can get away. And there is Will. When she's in the right environment, right, and with the water, she connects right away. Just try the water next time first before you drain your energy, right? The bad part is that Vecna probably already connected to Will, right? So Will is already a spy. Maybe, I don't know. I know before we knew it, because, we would see that smoke going to Will, and we just knew instantly. And the way he behaved was strange too, but how are we gonna tell now, if Will is actually a spy? Or would everyone be safe if 11 actually brings Will back home.
Who are you?
Henry Creel. I live near here.
Who sent you?
And whatever's gonna happen here is the reason why Vecna is so afraid of the cave, right? But that also means that whatever information they're gonna get from this, what do you call it? A memory. They might be able to use this to get out, or to, to use it against Vecna. I don't know, psychologically or something. I mean, I know that's Vecna, but you just shot a kid in his hand. A kid that is trying to help you. This place doesn't make sense, right? I thought they can find a door anywhere, anytime. But what better than finding it through the music? Wait, they shouldn't try to leave until they know what's in the case. I mean, maybe what Vecna is afraid of is not that he actually defended his life, but of something in the case. Go back and check.
He saw what? What did he see?
Will has to find a way to connect and kill the Demogorgons, right? I'm sure it's Demogorgons. Who else?
Okay, not our first jungle.
Oh, look, Nancy's mom. I didn't stop here for Nancy's mom, but it's cool to see Nancy's mom. But no, I stopped it because of the flashing lights. That means the Demogorgons are coming. So wait, everybody's in the same hospital. The Hawkins hospital, right? I guess there's only one hospital. There's like 3 or 4 here where I live. It's hard to think about it. Just one hospital, but... Please don't kill Vicky. We like Vicky, right? Don't kill Vicky. Kill the guards and then leave. Oh, wait a minute. I mean, this Demogorgon dog, whatever he is, he's there for Max, right? But they might think they might as well kill everything in their path. They usually do. What? That's crazy. I mean, we know they're not there for these girls, right? They're there for Max. But that's pretty crazy.
Can those things understand English?
No.
Then this doesn't need to be private.
Lucas, a demo is headed your way.
That's cool. I mean, first of all, you don't know if the demos understand English, right? But sure, let's go with no, because they look more like a dog. Wow. Like, yes, I know I said the scariest part of the whole show was that Wax coming into the room. Yes, that's pretty scary, but it doesn't beat a Demogorgon, right? Absolutely not. Of everyone in the hospital, if somebody is familiar with this flashing light, it's Nancy's mom, right? Absolutely. Sorry, I don't remember her name, but she's gotta find a way. I mean, she's safe because they're not really coming for her, but she thought, I might as well get out too. I really don't see a way out. I mean, if Max wakes up, she's still trapped with these guys, so they still need to find a way out, even if Max wakes up. But maybe that could be the way out, right? I was really hoping the Demogorgon was not gonna get in. So now we need to cut the scene right here, go back to Max and Holly, and they need to escape. If my theory is correct, that's one way they could possibly survive this.
We have to turn it off.
I hadn't thought about that. They have to turn it off because of the demos, but Max needs the music. This is the tricky part. So Max has to come back. Max, you need to wake up right now. Wow. I thought they went through the rocks and the door was gonna be right there, but now they have to go running, and hopefully Vecna's not gonna be somewhere there. Hold your breath and let's see. This scene kind of reminded me of Jurassic Park when the raptors are in a kitchen and they're looking for the kids, well, the people, but there are like 1 or 2 kids there hiding in the cupboards. So I don't think there's anything in that dryer, if that's a dryer. So it's gotta be 11, right? It's got to be 11 here. And now she's controlling the dryer or something. It's got to be. I guess she's a good solution to get out of this as well. That is Nancy's mom. That's Nancy's mom. She did it. Wow. She's a hero. I found it really cool that, you know, there are people that have powers, like Will, like 11. They could have been the ones to show up and save these kids right at the opportune moment. But it was a woman, you know, an ordinary woman that was attacked by a Demogorgon that had her child kidnapped from her own house. And, you know, she's the one that saved the day. She's the one that saved these kids. That is cool. What are you waiting for? Run. Go.
Holly, wait. You can't come with me. What? You have to find your own way.
Oh no. I mean, it makes sense, right? The way Robin explained it. Yeah, you don't want to have two people in the same body or the wrong person in the wrong body, but oh, this is sad. This is so sad.
You just need something that connects you to the real world, to home. Something powerful.
Holly's gonna need her mom, right? So it's good that her mom is awake now. But this goes back to the same idea of the trauma, right? And how we were talking about this being a state of being in prison. And the way Max described it, you have to find something that connects you to home so you can actually return. I'm not an expert, you know, in things trauma related, but it makes sense. Trauma is the fear of so many things that you could have gone through, but now you need something that brings you back to who you are and to where you actually belong and to your own strength in order to leave the past behind, leave the trauma behind. Let it change you and make you a better person, but leave it behind.
You're a Wheeler. You're smart. You honestly think that you could have stopped those monsters with a fire poker?
She needs all the strength she could get from Max, because she's gonna be on her own now, right? But maybe not even entirely on her own, because where she is, there's 12 other kids. And who better than Holly to help them, right?
Because of you, I get to see my friends. I get to see Lucas. You saved me, Holly Wheeler.
You get to see Lucas if you hurry up and get going. So that's definitely Holly, right? She's still attached to that tentacle thing with that disgusting liquid going into her. Yes, that seems depressing. You know, you're not going into friends when you wake up, but that's the way you gotta go. Because that's where the other 12 kids or 11 kids are. And you need to unhook them from that disgusting thing and run and save yourself.
Remember, the Upside Down, it's just like Hawkins. So find your way back to your house.
That's a great idea. The Upside Down is Hawkins, so hide somewhere, you know. Now the other thing is, she was kidnapped from her own house. So maybe that means if there's a door, it would be there, right?
I'll see you on the other side. On the other side.
Now, when this was happening some episodes back, probably even another season, I think season 4, Vecna showed up and ruined the whole thing for Max, right? I mean, if he showed up here, I don't know that he could mess up both of these girls' plans, you know, to go through that door or portal. So when the episode started, I said my favorite part was already when 11 was using her powers. This is my favorite part right here. To see these two girls talk about their experiences and how they helped each other out. And now they're both going to their salvation, if you want to call it, at the same time. There's something neat about this scene right here. I really like it a lot. Wow. We don't know if Vecna's gonna show up. We don't know if they actually are gonna make it through, but it ended with that sound of the hospital and, you know, in like heartbeats. So, I mean, Max is technically not connected to that machine anymore at this point. I think they're gonna make it. But thank you for watching with me. Please, if you like what I do, like my videos, please support my channel and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you on the next one.